I'm Steve Burns, and I'm going to address the rumors about me. I did not die in a car accident. I did not die of an overdose. This is the worst Dr. Seuss book in history. I did not die of a terminal illness. The death rumors were at one point so persistent that I used to try to create my own. I died in a whaling accident in Nova Scotia. What did happen to me? I got old and I very on purpose disappeared from public life. I made wonderful friendships. I had the greatest dog ever. I built a couple homes. I saw a good part of the world. I went to Antarctica, which you don't need to do, probably. I was just doing voiceovers. I was a voiceover guy forever. Even while I was on Blue's Clues, that was my main job. I was a voiceover guy. So I was still talking to you. I was just selling you hamburgers and life insurance.
I guess I just wanted to say that after all these years, I never forgot you. Ever. Thanks for listening. You look great, by the way.
I made it because it was Blue's Clues' 25th anniversary, and someone had mentioned, hey, you should say something about it. And I thought, oh, hey, who I want to talk to is you. I want to talk to you, the exact same person that I talked to 20 years ago, and just continue that conversation. I kind of wanted to address the collective national trauma of my going to college, which I'm still surprised created so much pain. I'm really sorry. None of us thought it would kind of go bananas the way that it did. 2021 was extra tough, right? For everybody. At the core of that message was the idea that I know it's hard. It's hard for me too. And I think people maybe reacted because even though we were all on the struggle bus in 2021, there's something about that message that said none of us struggle alone. That might have been important to hear then.
You see? It does not work.
This is so frustrating.
Yeah, frustrating. And
I absolutely have a favorite character from Blue's Clues, and it's Mr. Salt. I was kind of a befuddled man-child walking around that house, and Mr. Salt was the same. We were the same. And he always did everything wrong, just like me. And so I felt like we had a kinship there. But my second favorite character isn't even Blue. It's Side Table Drawer.
Wonder Drawer! My superpower is holding things, like a notebook.
That was a very sweet, adorable, amazingly cute, shy, yet fierce character. I loved that character.
Here's the mail, it never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail. When it comes, I want to wail.
It's hard to beat the mail song. That's a good song. But ironically, I don't love to get mail. I can't sing it. I couldn't sing it then. You know, that's why at the end of that song, it was supposed to go, here's the mail, it never fails, it makes me want to, when it comes, I want to wail, mail, or some note that I can't sing. I couldn't even come close to hitting it. So when we were recording it, I just goofed around and sang it like Grover. One of my favorite songs from Blue's Clues is a song that I didn't sing. It's a song that Joe sang about colors. Colors floating round my head, like orange made from yellow and red. It was just about things coming together to make something else that's beautiful and harmony, and a really, really cool kid song. I was always jealous that he got to sing that instead of me.
We want Violet, we know just what to do. Just mix our two friends, purple and blue.
The Blue's Clues itself is very much an homage to Fred Rogers' Neighborhood. You know, the invitational quality of being in a house. Mr. Rogers almost never cut the camera. And that's why I walked like a crazy person, just in place, and the background moved behind me because we didn't want to cut. And he always wore the sweater. That was a ritual that was anticipated by the home viewer, so I always wore the same shirt, that sort of thing. And he would take an idea from the beginning of the show and explore it in an imaginative realm with the trolley, and I would skidoo someplace, you know. So we were deliberately, you know, drawing from the best. I think it's safe to say that Dora the Explorer kind of explored what Blue's Clues was doing and said, I can do that. And Dora was enormously successful, but I think there's a big difference between asking, well, what do you think? And waiting for a response. and saying, do this thing. Great. You know, like both are interactive, but one is more interesting to me than the other. But I can't knock Dora. I mean, that's like my sister, you know. I really can't knock Dora the Explorer. But one of the great joys of the role of being Steve was that I was constantly in a state of wonder. You know, that was the character. Everything was wonderful. Everything was the most amazing, coolest thing. And that's a nice way to spend your day. But there's no reason why I can't do that in my normal life, you know, and I do try to do that in my normal life. But I much prefer being second and third fiddle. I have to say, I love just a little teeny weeny bit that I am in Blue's Clues now, and I'm barely in Blue's Clues now. The greatest thing is to have no responsibility. You know, I don't have to convey a complex curriculum. I just show up and eat cookies and let Josh do everything.